Hello and welcome to Eat Good with me, your host, Kirly Sue, where I take your requests via my social media to make really tasty and easy to make vegan meals. Today's recipe is mango ice cream. So lots of you have been asking me, how can I make vegan ice cream? So the ice cream I'm making today, even though it's vegan mango ice cream, you can actually adapt it to make any flavor you like, really. So the ingredients are really simple. It's 2 ingredients. It's frozen banana. So bananas just chopped up and frozen, and frozen mango. So if you wanted to make pineapple or any other flavor, strawberry and so forth, all you do is follow the same recipe but switch out the other fruit besides banana to the fruit that is of your choice. So to begin, all you're going to need is the frozen banana, the frozen mango, and a food processor. So I have one here. So you add it to the food processor. So I'm going to add the mango first. So you want to add a little bit more mango than you would banana. So banana needs to be slightly less than you would the main flavor so that it doesn't overpower your ice cream, but you still need enough to make it that ice cream texture. So just add it here. I'm not going to add all of this because I want to make sure we get that really lovely mango flavor that you all love. There you go. All right, put that there. Actually, we might need a little bit more. Yeah, add that. And we're going to put the top on and we just blend it, and that is going to be as easy as that. So let me just get this in the right position. All right. And then you blend it until it is smooth, like this. So if you're just doing normal ice cream and you're serving it every day, all you do is get a scoop, pop it in a bowl like that, and that's it. You have your mango ice cream, which is lovely, but if you want to make it a little bit more special, a bit more grand, a little bit more restaurant style, this is what we'd do. So let me set myself up here. So to make it restaurant style, I'm just going to paint some strawberry sauce onto this plate. Just make sure I get a good amount. So just go to the middle and swipe it along. Make sure you can see the color of the strawberry sauce. Like that, there. And you just keep going until it looks like a nice strip along the plate. Then next, to give it some crunch, because a good dessert always has some crunch with it, I've got some granola here, and I've got like a ring. So place the ring in the middle, put the granola in, just to make sure the shape is okay. So that's more or less round. So just take my tweezers and push it inwards like that. So this is going to be the base where the ice cream is going to sit. Then we're going to add some of these little treats just for presentation aside here, and then we're going to put our scoop of ice cream. It's quite warm here in the studio, so the ice cream looks a little melted, but it still tastes wonderful. There you go, ice cream on top like that. touch more. And then we're going to add some mint to decorate in the middle. I've got one here, push that straight into the center. Now to give it an extra pop of color, I'm going to get my palette knife, and with the mango here, I'm just going to take off a few chunks to slice it off like that. It smells divine. Mango is one of my favorite fruits, and they're going to just pop it along the sides. Got a double one here. Just make sure you have a steady hand. And you can use other things to garnish. You don't have to use what I've used. You can use other fruits to garnish at the side, like that. I think we can just use one more. And that is our mango ice cream. So you can see the difference from home style. Actually, we can paint a little bit extra on the side. The difference between home style and restaurant style. It's a complete difference. And this is really good if you have a special occasion, you've got people coming over for dinner, and you want to show them that a vegan dessert doesn't have to be just fruit salad. Sometimes people think, oh, I'm having some vegan people over for dinner. Fruit salad. As much as everyone loves fruit salad, it's not the only thing that you can have. So this is great to have. It's healthy. It's really good if you have people who are new to vegan and they want something nice. So let's have a quick taste. You get a good kick of mango with a little hum of banana at the back, and it's quite smooth. So obviously for this, you're going to need ripe mangoes, soft, juicy, ripe mangoes. The kind of green mangoes, that's not going to work. The sweet mangoes that are a bit crispy, the soft mangoes that are sweet, that's the perfect one when you're making your mango ice cream. You can use the same with pineapple. Again, you need to make sure the fruit is really ripe and juicy. You can use strawberries, you can use blueberries. You can even use maple syrup. All these different things can make you a whole world of different ice creams that are suitable for vegans and are quick, simple, and easy to make. You just have to freeze it, and it's just a couple of ingredients. It's just so good. So this has been something that viewers have requested for quite some time. So I thought I would make sure that you knew how to do it. And that's how you do it. It's quick, it's simple, and it's a favorite of mine. I love it. I love it. It's just great. For more recipes just like this one, go to Hope Channel Southeast Asia or follow us on Hope TV Asia.
The vegan diet is a concept that many people have been exploring as of late. And that is something that many Adventists know to be like the ideal diet. It means that you refrain from all animal products, or you stick to plant-based diet. Now, I think that the vegan diet is ideal because it means that you go back to how God created us from the very beginning. We were created with plant-based diets, with fruits, vegetables, and nuts, and I think that it is one of the most ideal ways of living. So I think the benefits of a vegan diet, other than the fact that you get the most nutritious food in its healthiest form, is the fact that it makes you more intentional with how you're supposed to live, because you cannot just think that everything is just readily available. You have to think of planning every meal to make sure that you get all the nutrients that you need that most people would get maybe in meat or milk or eggs. I am a vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for almost 12 years now. I used to eat meat as a child, but one day I just randomly stopped. And I think it has had multiple health benefits to me. I feel a bit more healthier. I am not at the point where I want to be because the lifestyle around also needs to change. But I think that the step towards veganism has actually been more beneficial to me. Rather than relying on just meat for my source of protein, I have to look at other options. I have to be more creative, and it has also helped my family and I to be creative in what we do in the kitchen. One of the concerns that people have with veganism is baking. People think that when you bake without milk or eggs, it is suddenly very hard. And that is true. You might need to find different substitutes or different methods of baking, but it is not impossible. And it is easy to speak theoretically, but I can attest to the fact that it is actually possible to bake without dairy products, without eggs, and the baked goods will still taste as good and sometimes even better. So if you have concerns about baking using the vegan diet, don't worry, there's plenty of substitutes, plenty of ways to mix things up together and make sure that you still have tasty desserts that you will enjoy with you and the rest of your family.
So now we come to our viewer questions. I get a lot of viewer questions via my social media, and I wish I could answer all of the questions individually, but what I'm doing is taking the most popular questions and asking those. So one of my most popular questions is, how do you replace eggs when you're baking? There are so many ways to do that. You can use banana, applesauce, oil. In certain whole food shops or health shops, you can buy egg replacer, which is a powder, which is a mixture of different flours mixed together. There's lots of different ways, and it depends also on what recipe you're using, then it will vary as to what egg replacement you would use. So for example, I make a vanilla sponge cake with jam on the top for my church ever so often. So for that vanilla sponge cake, I usually use oil in the place of eggs instead. So there's no eggs in it. So there's a mixture of oil and soya milk and so forth that I use instead. You can also use vegan buttermilk, which is soya milk and a little lemon juice that kind of curdles a little bit, and that binds the cake together. So there's so many different ways you can use it. Banana is really good as well. That is really good if you're making muffins. Also, applesauce is really good. I usually use that when I'm making a raisin bread. So there's lots of different ways in which you can replace eggs. In addition, some people like scrambled eggs. So I do a really nice scrambled tofu. Now, if you're making scrambled tofu, the texture is very similar to scrambled eggs. The flavor is very similar to scrambled eggs. Is it an exact replica where you can't tell the difference? No. But it's very similar, because it won't be exact because it's not the same thing, really. But scrambled tofu is really good, and I do a recipe in my book for that accompanies the Eat Good TV series, in which I show you how to make scrambled tofu. That is really good as well, and that is a really good replacement for eggs as well. You can also make omelets using chickpea flour, and that is a good way to replace the eggs if you make a chickpea omelet. So there's lots of ways in which you can replace eggs using that similar flavor that you love, but you won't have an exact flavor, but it will be very similar, and it will be much healthier for you as well. So that is how you replace eggs when you have to. If you would like any recipes like you've seen in today's show, the book to accompany this show is called Eat Good and is available on Amazon right across the world. So that brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.